I just remembered a download that they was giving me past couple days. So we've been picking up on that double elimination thing. So I guess that this is gonna be a part two to the first one. So please watch the first one if you haven't already. Um, should be a couple lives back. It's not too far. So with that, I'm getting a different. I'm not sure because I haven't rewatched the video, but they're saying that it correlates. But what I'm getting is a different meaning to what they were saying. So this elimination thing. I did tell you that there's a double initiation going on. So what they're telling me is like it's God's army that is being built. So what's happening here is God is disqualifying people. Of course, you know the people that are being used as pawns against you, using scarcity tactics to get to the queen. These are people who are being eliminated. These are people that are a part of these pawns. They're a part of secret societies that are not built in a firm foundation, deeply rooted in God's, in source, in his word, in anything. Like, you know, it's based off of ego. So these are like overly religious, bigoted groups of people that think that they can just like eliminate people or just use people as like to their disposal or whatever. Like people, these are people that believe that they have power over others, right? So my collective are the people that know that they cannot control other people. They can only control themselves. So you are being chosen here. This Tower card. You could definitely have Scorpio in your chart. Warning before disaster or warning before disruption or something like that. Some sort of disruption is serving as a warning. And I keep talking about this. It says here, disruption warns of disasters. There will be a disruption in whatever they're trying to do. That is a warning for them to avoid a freak accident or a natural disaster or supernatural. That's what it was. So now I have to change the chat. I have to change the. I said I have to change the channel. I have to change the title to supernatural series of unfortunate events. Okay, I'm also getting there could be a supernatural series of fortunate events for my collective. Okay, but let's go back to what's going on here. There are people that are being used as pawns. These people are part of the secret society here. You are covered in a ring of fire. The fire of God here. The fire of God surrounds you. Nothing can come through this barrier here. And if people are trying to get through the barrier of the ring of fire, they are being eliminated. There will be a warning. The warning is a disruption to their energy field that happens when they come in contact, like very close to the ring of fire. Obviously, when you come close to fire, right? What happens? It starts to get hot. You feel the heat before you step into that fire. You feel the heat before you get burned. Now, if you keep going, if you keep on fucking trying to touch the stove, bitch, you're gonna get burned, right? Now, imagine getting burned by the fucking the oven door or whatever you're trying to touch, the stove, right? And proceeding to go put yourself in a fucking oven so that you can continue baking yourself. That's exactly what these motherfuckers is doing. I'm telling you right now. Suicide squad. Shoo aside. Okay? Because that is the only thing that this behavior is leading to. Make it make sense. Warning before destruction. You will be warned. So don't come crying. Don't be over when you go face God. When you go face God, or the angel before you meet God, and they ask you why you think you here. Don't be. They already know why you here. They already know why you here. Don't be over here trying to explain yourself and shit like that. You don't got to. AIDS and transformation. So this is helping them transform or evolve their soul. Okay, these are less evolved souls that are more in like scarcity tactics here. that are more like animalistic. Okay, so these are newer souls that are not as evolved as you. Okay, just meaning, like I said, it's nothing about like, oh, them, you being more like, you know, important or anything like that. It's no ego shit. The whole entire purpose of being on this earth, or being here in general, is evolving your mindset, your spiritual, physical, and mental body, so that you can ascend, and so that you will be able to live heaven on earth, or ascend to the heaven or the higher realms, right? Because we are in the realm of suffering. But there are different realms. Like, when you're in this ring of fire here, you cannot be accessed by these people here that are trying to gain access to you. Now, I say that to say this. Okay, so there's these people here, right? Their initiates being sent to you. They're being destroyed, right? That's a no-brainer. That's the elimination right there. But other people are not taking account of is the fact that when you are chosen, when you are a higher evolved soul, but you're still operating in a lower vibration, in scarcity, in just a mindset that you know not to like be in at this point in your journey, because you went through it already. All right, because when you went through something in a past life, you remember it, so when it comes back up again, it gives you a point of review so that you can make a different decision, right? What's happening here is these people are being driven by ego. So these are people with purposes that God have put them here for a specific purpose, but they're off course. They got distracted. So these are people that are on double missions. Okay, you could be one of them that are on a double mission. You could be one of these people here that are on a double mission. So I was getting Mean Girls with that. The reason why I say Mean Girls is because, okay, look at Regina George and Katie, right? Or Caddy, whatever the fuck her name was. She was like kind of like a spy to like infiltrate the group, right? Because they have some sort of vendetta, and the vendetta was to take down the group. The reason why I remember this is because I just posted that thing about how my baby father, his killer, um, and their whole entire gang got sentenced 8 years later for his murder. But not only did they get sentenced for his murder when they got sentenced, but they got sentenced for all the murders that they were involved in, and all the murders that the other gang members committed as well. So the string of murders connected to all the gang members, or the and that person specifically, because he unalived multiple people, not just my baby father. He got sentenced for all of those as well. So something, karma is not being escaped here. Karma is just building up for people. Okay, that is in this dark energy, in this soulless energy that already sold they soul, that's sellouts. Okay, but we're talking about the people here that God put a purpose to help other people here ascend, right? And yeah, okay, so people are being put here to help other people ascend. So what that comes at as is you being sent in certain places, certain jobs, certain areas, wherever you're being sent to as an agent for God, right? You're a change agent. You're a change agent. So where you're placed upon whatever placement is giving like a temp agency, right? So God has put you under employment. But you look, my radiator tapped as confirmation. God has placed you under employment. When God placed you under employment, it's a temp agency type like setting, right? So it's permanent. It only goes permanent if you do the job well, if you continue to take your job serious, correct? Correct. That's the way a job works, right? Any job. When you're working for the most high, that's the way it works. So these are people that have been on the temp on a temp job, and they forgot their mission. They forgot what they were here for, what they were really like placed here to do, and they are being like they're like letting themselves forget like what the purpose of they could be getting consumed in the earthly matters of the situation. So let's say you're Mean Girls, right? So Katie, she infiltrated the group for the people that was getting made fun of, the losers, the unpopular people, right? Because Regina was supposed to be like the mean girl that terrorized everybody and bullying people and da da da, right? So Katie, she was being accepted into that group because of her looks. Nothing about her brains or anything else put her into that position. The outside looking in put her into that position. The ego allowed it so that she would be let into that environment, into that group, right? So that's what these people are. That's what God is using. God knows that God made you that way for a purpose. So if you're like someone that is super beautiful, you could be like a model type energy. You could be beautiful. You could be, I'm getting you're aesthetically pleasing. And God made it like that for a reason. God also made you a lot of other things. But the reason why you're very beautiful is because God knows how to bait certain people into um it's like being allured into you or being drawn towards you. Okay, so this is what's getting you into the group. The reason why you're being sent in is because you have training from previous lifetimes to know how to not live in your ego, or like you've been through an ego death already. So God knows that you're not going to get too consumed in whatever this group does that boosts their ego. So if you are like, oh, getting praised a lot for your looks, or getting praised for um how much money you have, how many cars you got, whatever the fuck it is, right? Whoever you are that's in this permanent position right now, you didn't let that consume you. You didn't let that uh make you think that you was better than people and stuff like that. Like, you stayed humble. Basically, God knows that you're going to be able to stay humble. God knows that when people attack you, you do you basically are the type of person that you don't attack people unless it is necessary. Like, you could be a very peaceful person. Like, you don't attack or you don't fight people unless they put hands on you or some shit like that. You don't give a fuck about all that sneak dissing, secret. No, like, that's why, like, spell work and stuff, it's like you're not gonna sit here and do spell work on somebody because that's some sneak diss, weird loser shit, right? Whoever these people are, these adversaries, restoration of life, adversaries, rabies, and wild beasts. Yeah, these people are wild. Okay, they're like animalistic. Exactly, throwing rocks and hiding their hands. That's what they do. So you were sent to actually expose these people with the sun, get these people exposed, because God knew that you wasn't the type of person to attack them. So what happens when you keep attacking someone that isn't attacking you back? They keep upping the ante, they keep doing the most. They're getting sloppier and sloppier. They're getting more ignorant and ignorant. And they're exposing themselves. Not only are they exposing themselves, um, God already knows what they're doing, but they're exposing themselves to the people that didn't know what they were doing. Okay, that's for the karmic people, but I do feel like there are some divine people that are like emperor's new groove type energy, where they had a chance to earn their crown back, but they fell from grace, or they're not going to be able to get their crown back in this life or in any other life because they got too consumed with their ego. With They know they're empress energies, right? They know that they are this energy, right? They may have had this in a past life, but they got too consumed with the earthly matters. They they refuse to go through this ego death, or they have to go through another one or something like that. Like, get out. So someone put this person back to sleep, or you was put back to sleep. Like, I'm getting someone literally forgot their mission. Stepsister from Planet Weirds. You could be an alien. I'm getting like you're an alien. Like, that's what I'm getting. I don't know why, but I've been getting that lately. You and your person, you guys both could be like aliens or something, like star seeds. um, so this could also be like you infiltrated a family. Like, no cap. Like, God sent you into a family to infiltrate them. X-Men. Because he, you're special. You're special. When I say special, I mean like you have special gifts, and God gave you those gifts for a reason. He didn't give your other family members these gifts for a reason, because he knew that they would abuse them. You only use your gifts when it's necessary, and you don't abuse them. In fact, God wants you to use them more, but you're over here restraining yourself and stuff. Very desperate. Whoo, child. Colombiana. Someone thought that they was gonna get away with something, and it's years and years and years later. I'm telling you right now. How many letters is in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Something could be like, I'm getting 4 to 10 years later. Okay, definitely the number 8 is significant. These people will learn their lesson, whether they like it or not, in this life, or like before they're able to reincarnate into the next one. So Wiz Dragon, this is literally a movie about an emperor that got assigned to a peasant boy, a former emperor that got basically in death. He was assigned to a peasant boy as an assignment in order to get into heaven, get into the gates, because he did so much while he reigned as an emperor on the earth. He did a lot of things that were not moral. Like, he didn't protect his children. He did mean, degrading things to women, all types of things that he did that was not seen as what the Most High wanted for him, or morally right, right? But it was right by society. So in the history books and things of that nature, he's seen as the shit. He's seen as this great king that had all the riches and all the women and all, he acquired different cities, and he made, like, he got more territory by taking over different villages and different you know territories and stuff like that, by raging war on them. But none of that God asked him to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is somebody that's put in the history books and praised for something. But God is not happy with this person, so he's actually being downgraded spiritually. You guys could have somebody like this as an ascended master. So this is the reason why you do not go to these links that these people go to, because you have somebody in your energy that's actually guiding you, that already went through this. So basically you can't get a big head about something. You can't get a big head about this position that God is putting you in. So this is why exactly he's putting you in this position. In fact, you're here to actually teach an ancestor. That could have been a king, an emperor. I'm definitely getting a queen, a empress, or something like that. Um, that is evolving. Okay, an evolving queen, or emperor from a past life. They're learning from you, and they're learning humility, they're learning humbleness, they're learning empathy, they're learning everything that they did not, like, a lot of things that they didn't implement or understand in a past life, because they never not had shit. Like, this could be definitely like someone that never not had shit. They was always, they could have been like bathed, like, I'm getting this person never even bathed themselves. Like, this person had people waiting on them hand and foot and shit like that ever since they was little. Like, I don't know, you could have had like the same type of dynamic, like, but it's like something always kept you humble. I don't know, like, okay, but let's not get off track. American Dragon. I can't even make this up. You're literally being trained by a dragon or something. Like, there's a dragon in your energy. Like which dragon? American dragon? Like you're in training. You're being trained by a grandfather, grandmother energy. I'm getting this is an emperor I'm talking to. He could be this emperor, like, so there your emperor could be someone that is being trained by an emperor that was once a pharaoh, that was big headed, that was like pig headed, bigoted, all types of shit, right? So your emperor could be very humble person, very humble, very sweet. Like maybe they could have things and stuff, but they don't like, they're not like a fake flexer. Like they're a very humble person or whatever. This is your divine masculine. Now some of you guys, you have a more ego based person that is about to go through an ego death right here and is being eliminated. So these are people here that are supposed to be doing shit, but they're not. And do you know you can get eliminated for that too? Did you know that? Did you know you could get eliminated for that too? Did you know that you didn't, that just because you may not be attacking people per se and doing evil shit da 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 da, that you can still get eliminated if you do not use your gifts. And on top of that, let's say you do some shit to somebody else that is using their gifts, or you contribute to the pain that this person is in, that stops them from being in God's purpose and stuff like that. You get eliminated for that shit. When I say eliminated, I'm definitely talking about um death, okay? I'm talking about endings. I'm talking about people losing like large assets. I'm talking about that. Because people think that they're exempt because they have some sort of divinity to them. But it doesn't matter your position, your divinity, your level of whatever the fuck, if you're not doing what God put you here to do. You could get in this position, but can you keep it? Like that's what I'm getting here. Like someone here was, they was so hyped that they got this position or got to this level of success, whatever. They got big headed and they forgot who they was, or they forgot what they was put there for. You was put here to take down this society, not go ahead with whatever they're fucking doing. I'm talking to an emperor here. I'm talking to an emperor that's a part of a secret society. You was put here to take these motherfuckers down, not join them in attacking an empress. Someone I'm also getting here, they tried to use someone to bait you or to do this ritual on you that was supposed to be your divine masculine. And this person got eliminated for this. Whether like I honestly feel like they did, like I feel like they was aware of what they were doing at first. Someone started something that they could not finish. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Because they couldn't complete it. They couldn't complete something or whatever. All right, let's see. You either hot or cold. Yeah, use your gifts, don't bury them. Caught in a crossfire for turning a blind eye, no exam. Exactly. Guilty by association. So I'm getting here like, okay, for example, like I told you, my baby father, he passed away. He passed away on my birthday. And that little short that I shared, it was a girl. She was celebrating like, and the song in the background, it was like, let it all work out, or and it all works out, and it all works out, and it's all works out. So basically something's gonna work itself out, or it all works out in the end. um what happened to her was that's the reason why I shared it, because it was so similar to my story. Like her best friend was murdered a day before her birthday, just like my baby father was. And she said a year later she single-handedly got her case, like, noticed on like on the news and nationalized and stuff like that, and the killer got arrested. I'm not sure if they got sentenced or not, but it's similar. So like I said, mine wasn't a year later, but mine was 8 years later, and they rounded up every fucking body that was around the round table. They didn't just get one person; they got every fucking body. So some shit like that is going on here. So My baby father, the reason why he, not saying the reason, but like, now that I know who I am and what I'm here to do and shit like that, I understand why he could not stay here with me. Okay. Not only was he used as a catalyst for me, like to push me forward, not saying that I'm the end all be all of people, not saying that at all. He did something that um was not like that, basically added karma to his life, and it made it so that he didn't have the protection that he once did. Okay, I'm not going to say what he did, but he did something that was immorally wrong, that, and being that he was a Libra and being that he had a very big purpose, he could not have that karma on him. He could not have that, because the bigger your purpose, the more strict God is with you, believe it or not. So you're not going to be going back to jail 6 times until you fucking get it. If you already fucking know that you're not about to keep, you're not supposed to keep doing the shit the third time. After the fucking third time or whatever, when God knows that it's not your, at this point, it's your fucking fault. You made the conscious decision out of your ego to do something that you told you not to do. You got warned before the destruction and you still did it. Oh, you're going up out of here, because you're not only did you go against him, you used your gifts to go against another divine being that is living in their purpose, or you're blocking them from being able to live in their purpose and shit like that, or taking part in a ritual that will unalive them or sacrifice them in some type of way, some shit like that. Oh, you're definitely getting up out of here. Don't think you're exempt for nothing. You're definitely not exempt. We're not holding nothing in here because of it. Awareness purposes only. Exactly. Awareness purposes only. Like, I definitely don't like speaking into existence, put in the atmosphere. Somebody have to play that other role. We not tripping off it. And it's all for soul's growth. So understand the purpose. It's all for soul's growth. So if you get it wrong, you could have the opportunity to come back. But there is checks and balances to that as well. So if you think you could just sit here and, keep coming back and keep doing it over and over again, but you're not helping raise the collective consciousness, don't think that you're about to sit here and keep coming back. And like, you like, if that's your purpose, if your purpose was like you were sent here to raise the collective consciousness, to expose these groups, to break them up, or basically be the karma that breaks them up or gets them broken up, like, because God puts you in places to bait people to attack you, because he knows that you're not going to attack them back. So that's going to add to their karma. It's also going to test them and see what they're going to do or what they're willing to do to you and shit like that. And he's going to show them the truth about situations, the truth about what they're involved in, the truth about you. And if they're still attacking you after that, that's when he gets your ass up out of here. That's when he gets you up out of here, and then he eliminates them. He starts eliminating, allowing them to get eliminated, I should say. So there's people here that are younger souls, right? You are a part of the collective here that are in charge of these younger souls. Evolution, like, learning. You're like the teacher of the students, right? In the school. This is Earth School. You're the teacher that God placed here. So if the teacher is over here doing fuck shit, like, let's say, manipulating the students for sexual favors, oh, you fired. Not only you fired, but you're going to jail. Not only are you going to jail, but guess what they do to people like you in jail? Oh, how dare you misuse your authority? How dare you misuse your authority to people that are more naive, people that don't know better, shit like that. That somebody's misusing their authority that God gave them. and you know better. And that's exactly why the shit is about to hit the fan with your ass. I'm talking about somebody that knows what the fuck they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. They know that they're wrong. And they keep on. I don't know why they keep on, but they keep on. Because they're in their ego, obviously. Child. All right, let's get, because this is not even supposed to be a long message, but I'm 30 minutes in. I'm a little backed up, and also I don't have my notes, so I'm over here channeling messages that I forgot. I wrote it down, but my phone broke, so I forgot about these messages. So shit just starts popping out and whatnot. It is what it is. Like, this is what's going on here. So not only are these people that have, been on this savage shit, on this uh reptilian mindset, basically. This animalistic mindset where, oh well, I could take anything I want, I could do anything I want. And if you don't let me, then I'm gonna do, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna hurt you, I'm gonna do this to you, da da da. Like what? Like, are you okay? Like, it's some animal shit. Like, so for example, like, let's say like a lion versus, like, an animal that's less superior than them, trying to like attack them and stuff like that, like they're prey. But this animal that is considered prey to them has a whole herd backing them. So even though this lion is so called having more authority than this animal in particular, this animal has a whole herd versus this one lion. This whole herd could ambush this lion and protect him or hurt him in a way to so that he cannot hurt nobody. So some shit like this going on. God's army versus the sellouts. And the sellouts are the ones that are sitting here looking at you like prey, when really they're being baited. You look, so whoever you are, you look like an easy target. You look like their type that they go for. That's why God sent you in this group. You look like the type, but you're not. And looks are very deceiving. Stop judging people by their fucking looks, by a cover. Someone thought that you was not the real thing. Someone did not think that you was a real thing because of how you look. Like, stop. Like, stop it. They can be in other nations, so we must be a light to all of them. Hey, Gaia. He said, the Most High Son said, we might have to get dirty, but what our end, we're going to raise the bar up the score, period. You got your eye on the target, and they looking at you like the target. Hello? Hello? You over here trying to help them. Like, hey, God, you trying to remind them of your, I'm getting here. You was sent in to help wake this person up, to help them remember who they was, so that they could release this group of people here that was attacking them, that was trying to put them up as a sacrifice and shit. And they tried to sacrifice your ass. You was a motherfucking... They try to sacrifice you in their place. Are you... I just got fucking chills all over my body. Do you see this? Hold on. Do you see this shit? I know y'all see that. It's not even cold in here. I got the heat on. Heat on high. And I'm hot. This motherfucker got some nerve. He got some fucking nerve. And you know what? I've been forgave my baby daddy for this fucking shit. I've been forgave him. And he know the truth. He always in my energy. And he always protecting me. But I know the truth about certain things. And it took me a long time. I'm gonna be honest. It took me about a year to forgive him when I found out what really happened, what was really going on, the shit that I could not see. Like, It took me about a year. And you do know how that feels to be spiritually connected to somebody, like in a deeper sense, to where, and then being a medium on top of that, them being murdered like on your birthday, on a tragic tragedy, whatever, and then their son also, uh you going through a stillbirth with their son, and then literally, like, still being bombarded with their energy every fucking day. That shit is hard. Like, that shit is hard. Like, it was hard for me. It was very hard, because I had all these built up feelings, resentment, on top of guilt, on top of like there was, like, I'm over here feeling guilty because I wasn't there, or because he went somewhere else, and me feeling like I could have stopped it. But I'm also resenting him, because it's like, why would you do that? Like, you over here doing shit that you shouldn't be doing, da, 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 like, and then on top of that, the intention, the hidden agenda, the vendetta, the grouping up with people, like, I can't. Like, it's a whole lot of mixed emotions. Like, that's all I'm trying to say. It's a lot of mixed emotions when it comes to this person. This could be your emperor, and your emperor could be a part of a secret society. Now, when I say emperor, it could be a potential masculine that was for you. It could be a twin flame. It could be a false twin flame. Somebody that it was, the connection was deep, but the connection was deep because it was a past life connection. You could have been with this person in a past life, and they could have actually sacrificed you in a past life. But this is the reason why they're being sacrificed in this one, or they was. So if this happens to you, like, let's say you have a husband and they passed away this lifetime, the reason why they did is because that wasn't the contract. Because it's a soul for a soul. Like, just how they say an eye for an eye, it's a soul for a soul. There's a movie I just watched. What is it called? I think it's called The Crow. Go watch that movie. I'm about to add it to the movie list actually right now. The Crow. It explains exactly how this works in detail. Somebody was put up by an entity to sacrifice you. But this is someone that has a divine purpose. So this person being susceptible to being put up to sacrifice you, whether it's unknowingly, subconsciously, through MK Ultra, whatever the fuck. Because this person was not able to wake up in time, and they got you and you and them into a whole world of trouble. They got you and them into a whole world of trouble. Like, this person could have woke up and realized what the fuck they did, basically. But they didn't wake up in time. They were asleep. They were in get out. They were in a trance. They were in hypnosis. They were in the sunken place. Some shit like that. When they was under control of this entity attachment. Because that's what I was getting, like, the entire time I felt that, but I didn't understand what it was when I was going through it. Like, I knew that I had a deep connection with this person, but I knew as well that this person was not operating as themselves. Like, I was dealing with two separate entities. Not like, one is a person, one is a soul, and one was like some sort of attachment. It was not him. So me not understanding it at the time, I'm over here taking it certain shit personal, But when he died, it gave me clarity, because he gave me the clarity as to what happened. And him being so apologetic, and him being so da da da, it threw me for a loop, because I'm like, yo, like, child, that shit really threw me for a loop. Because I feel like someone thought that you was against them, or someone didn't really know your true nature, or they didn't believe it. They didn't want to believe it. They was listening to other people and stuff like that. So when at first when they was put up to this, they just thought that they was just doing it to someone that deserved it, or da da da. But as they got to know you, as they got closer to you, da da da, like, I feel like this person realized, like, nah, like, this is not this is not what they said it was. Like, this, you're not who they say that you was. You're not who they said that you was. Transformers. You could be definitely tapped in or connected to alien entities. Okay, alien, your star family, and so is this person. So, well, I love you guys. I'm about to get off of here. I hope this reading helped you guys. But yeah, forgive. I feel forgiveness is for you, whether you believe it or not. Like, forgiveness is for you. It took me a while, but I definitely released any resentment. I forgave him, and I love him. Like, his soul, him as a soul, not him as a person. I love him as a soul, and I know that he's not supposed to be here, but he's still here. Like, because his purpose was fulfilled. Oh, boo boo, boo boo. Bye, guys. I'll see you later. Love you. And don't forget that I'm doing the cord cutting. The last day for the cord cutting ritual is tomorrow. So if you'd like to join, just cash at me and send me your birthday with your name as well. Okay, just text it to me. And you could be part of the cord cutting ritual tomorrow to help you cut off toxic places, trauma, addictions, anything that's holding you back from like reaching your highest potential, your higher consciousness. Just some extra support in starting like a new cycle and good habits and, a good energy, starting your day fresh, all that. All right. Love y'all. Bye.